Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TOPS. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like through this time frame, I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis yesterday, so that is where the green line here is coming from. And after today's price movement, definitely want to get some updates here made. One thing to point out very quickly, you are not blind. You don't need to go to the eye doctor. That candle is still moving, and that's because the market is still open. But as far as what I'm going to talk about here, the overall chart, that wherever this closes, assuming it doesn't just totally collapse or anything, which I don't think it will. But, as far as what I'm going to talk about, even if the market still does have a few more minutes left, everything will still be totally fine. So as far as levels of support are concerned, everything is in the bull's favor, assuming, of course, you care about the big picture perspective. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, if you're some day trader or something like that and you bought up around this area of the chart and wanted to sell within, 10 minutes after buying, well, yeah, from that perspective, the chart's looking kind of shaky. But from the big picture, sure, the price has pulled back, but from the grand scheme of it all, the price does still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher low. And as long as higher lows are being built over time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. And a couple key areas here, ideally speaking, if the price could stay up above that purple line, the 50-period simple moving average, that would make the chart look the strongest and healthiest going forward. However, even with that, being said, I'm not saying this will happen, but let's say the price were to actually break down below that purple line and come all the way down to that green line there that I talked about at $1.70, and then find some consolidation before it's starting to work its way back upwards. Even at that point in time, what would you still have from, again, big picture perspective? Well, you'd have a set of lows here. You'd have these lows down there. If you picture each one of those as stair steps, then the overall stair steps would still very clearly be going in the upwards direction. Again, I'm well aware that if you're some sort of day trader and you bought up around here, then yeah, you don't care about these stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be commenting from more so the big picture perspective. So sure, today the price pulled back a bit, but stop and think about that word, today, as in 1 day. Looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here, you can see the price does still have an opportunity to build a higher base. So let's see if the bulls can get that job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.